guys, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. We are right here at Mvera launch. I'm just ready to see the movie. And with us we have the one and only Hellen. You know her, you've been watching her, you've been following her. She's a nice actress, and today we are privileged to have her here. We want to have some good time together. Tujue amekuwa vipi. Mimi sijampata actually kwa interview zangu, but I'm happy to meet you. Hi mama.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Thank you so much for your kind words. And I'm really happy to be here again for the second time. I went for the launch in Mombasa.
Okay.
And I want to see if us in Nairobi we can do it like the way they did it in Mombasa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was spectacular. I've never experienced something so wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah, I was so happy.
Hellen, you're looking really good. Labda tuambie nani amekudress na maybe nchi ngapi hivi?
So I dress myself. I dress myself. When I do have someone who has dressed me, I'm normally very good to say it. But one person who dresses me is Kambua.
Oh, Kambua.
Yes, Kambua.
Okay.
Kambua. So that's one of the people who dressed me, and I'm very proud to talk about her today. Yeah.
How much roughly?
No. No.
Why not?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Okay, shortly we will really want you to at least give a brief intro of yourself. Kuna watu wanakujua, but they don't know more about you. Who is Hellen?
Wow, who is Hellen?
Yes.
Hellen is a very simple Kamba girl from Machakos. Yeah, and I had a dream one day that I wanted to act, and I worked very hard. To get to where I am now. And I don't even feel like I've done that much. I feel like there's a lot left for me to do. Yeah.
So what are some of the challenges that you faced as an actress?
Wow, some of the challenges I faced is actually finding work.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes us actors stay out of work for a long time. So we're looking forward to a bigger and better and thriving film industry in Kenya, so that there's enough work to go around.
Yeah. And we've seen you acting in several series, movies, and maybe we would like to know at what point did you realize you can act, and also maybe unajua watu wanaga mtu ana act, they don't know ulienda vipi, kuna wale upita mlango ya nyuma, did you go for auditions ama for someone maybe to get inspired outside there?
You have to do auditions.
Yeah.
I started acting when I was 19, out of school. In school we did drama or whatnot, but out of school I started acting when I was 19. Okay, so it's not an easy road. You have to audition, you have to do the work, and you have to work hard. It's not easy.
Okay, now let's talk about you acting kwa Selina kama Mama Keneson. Of course, watu wengi walipenda role yako sana. Maybe ni kitu gani kilikufurahisha? Ile part ulikuwa umepewa, what was the best part that ulipewa ukafeel yenyewe hii nimeweza, hii nimeua?
Well, it's difficult to say because when you're acting a role, you have to love something about the character you play. So at any given point, because you become the person that you're acting as, you have to love that person, because that person becomes you, even if it's for a short time. So I did love Patricia. I've loved a few other things that I've done. I've really particularly enjoyed one that I can't tell you about because it hasn't come out yet. But I'm sure when you see it, you will know. Yeah, you will know.
So apart from acting, what do you do? Business maybe, or yeah?
I'm in marketing and advertising.
Okay.
So when I'm not trying to chase my dreams, I do marketing work.
So if you can tell us briefly, what's the future of Hellen? Do you maybe think of opening up a production company, or talk to us?
I do have a marketing company which doubles up as a production company. My future is really mostly in acting. Yeah.
Yeah. Some people feel like acting ni kazi ngumu sana. Maybe you could kindly take us through a normal acting day, like siku yako normal, how you prepare for set and how it goes.
How you prepare? First of all, you have to do your lines. I always do my work the night before for tomorrow. Normally I'll wake up at 4:30, be on set by 6, and in makeup by 6:30, on set by 7:45. And sometimes that is a full day. So you can't really, it's not as hard as you would think, but it's not easy. It's not easy because it takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot of thinking. There's a lot of brain work. There's a lot of physical work. So it's. I know sometimes when you look at it on TV, you think, oh my God, this is what I want to do, and it's so easy. And yeah, of course, maybe that's what you are put on this earth for. But like with everything, nothing good is easy.
Are you going to be featured in the Vera?
No, I'm not. On Vera, I am supporting Daudi Anguka and my fellow actors. And I just, I think it's a really good piece of work. I went to Mombasa, and now I'm here just to support.
And of course, we understand being in this industry as an actress, there are some of the lessons you've learned. And maybe kwa wale ambao they are planning to venture into acting industry, kuna vitu tunaweza waambia, if you mkiingia hapa msifanye hivi. What are some of the lessons umejifunza wewe kama Hellen?
I think go for auditions. Nothing ever came on a silver spoon. Nothing good comes easy. Go for auditions, work hard, learn new skills, because acting is about growing. And the more you grow personally, the better of an actor you become. And I'll just say, keep growing, keep working, keep pushing yourself to be better and to do better.
And most of people relate, like what you acting, wanaonanga ni kama hiyo ndo life yako ya kawaida.
No.
So
No. I'm very different from the characters I've played, and I'm grateful for that because then it pushes me as an actor. So no, I'm not Patricia Mackenzie. I'm not these other ladies that I have played. I'm not them.
We are well aware you're a known person, like I'm your fan. Sorry.
Thank you.
So how is it handling your relationship and being, in the limelight?
What do you mean? What do you mean my relationship?
Boyfriend, my husband or something like that.
I am single, okay? I am single. Niko soko.
Okay. Maybe to add on that, unajua mtu akiwa soko lazima kuna qualities that he looks at.
No. Well, first of all, it has to be somebody who can approach me and talk to me. A lot of people are scared of me.
Why?
I don't know. They're scared of me.
That's why I asked you that question. Watu wana misunderstand your acting, and you as your Hellen.
So I'm not those people that I've played on TV, but I do like someone who knows what they want, someone who can approach me without being lewd or dirty or crass, someone who respects themselves, so can respect me. Yeah.
You feel maybe at some point your character on TV may affect life yako, real life?
Of course. Of course. First of all, coming from a place where people don't know you, and then suddenly people do know you. So it affects everything. It affects where you go. It affects what you do. It affects the people, the way you interact with people, the people you interact with. It affects everything.
How do you go about it?
I'm very picky about places I go. So I'm very careful. I'm careful about where I choose to expose myself.
Being on public, people expect you to have everything. Like they expect you have money every time you have this and that. Mtu anaweza kuja inbox akwambia nimelala njaa nimefanya hivi. Maybe how do you handle such?
I help when I can and where I can, but there are also people who take advantage of that fact. So it's about being discerning. But where I can, I do help. Yeah, not always, obviously, because sometimes also there are people who are not very honest. Yeah.
You here in Nairobi, and tumekuwa na zile speculations za actors from Mombasa hawako valued sana. Maybe I don't know, kulingana na wewe, what do you think about? Wenyewe walikuwa wanasema, actually I've done several interviews na actors wa Sultana, almost wote. They were like, hey, Nairobi at least ma actors wako Nairobi kuna vile wanachukuliwa in another level compared na sasa sisi wa Mombasa.
I think we are all taken differently.
Yeah.
I don't think it's about Nairobi, Mombasa necessarily. But I wouldn't honestly be able to answer that. I just think it's the way you bring yourself to the table. And I'm not saying that we do a better job or Mombasa actors do a better job. First of all, there should really not be Nairobi Mombasa actors. We are actors, and that's really it, as far as I'm concerned. So I don't think that we should be at the point where we are dividing ourselves. I think that's where our problems begin. I think we should be unifying ourselves and working together. And people in Mombasa should be asking me, how is it acting in Nairobi, instead of Mombasa actors versus Nairobi actors. It cannot be like that. It shouldn't be like that. So all I will say is I think it's really about how you bring yourself to the table. And from that point on, even the person who is dealing with you should take you as who you are, and it's not about where you are from. Yeah.
Where does Hellen see herself in the next 5 years?
Hopefully standing in a similar situation and talking about movies that I have created and movies that I've been a part of. Yeah.
So if you look at people who are well known in acting, who is like that role model or someone you look up to and you're like proud of them?
That's a difficult question because I like different people for different reasons. But I like Meryl Streep so much, so very much. Yeah. I like Maggie Smith a lot as well. Who else can I think of? Can't really think of anyone here. The people I've acted with in Kenya, I love acting with Fidel Media. I think he's quite a good actor. He's also a very good personal friend. I have also worked with, I've worked with Nick Ndeda. I think he's quite amazing. Brian Abaja, Brian Ogola, some people who have done really well, and I've enjoyed being on the same sets with them. Yeah.
Okay, and as an actress, what do you think should be done here in Kenya, maybe to make a Kenyan industry, a creative industry, to be better than what it is right now?
I think we just need to keep working. There needs to be a consistent amount of work. We need to continue producing movies, continue producing series. We need to continue telling Kenyan stories, after a while, I think they'll keep growing. We just need to keep pushing ourselves to keep producing more stuff.
Adding to that, tumeona actors wengi maybe over the years, maybe after the show is over, some actors tunaona wanarudi maybe kuchangisha door or something. Maybe what would you advise them maybe on how to maybe maintain? Yeah.
That's a difficult one because you need money to live, and you get money from working.
Yeah.
It's just as simple as that. And if there's no work, if you don't have work, then you don't make money. So it's difficult you can't blame people and say you ran out of money because you are this or you are that. If you don't have a job for 6 months, yeah. It's like in any industry, it's not just the acting industry. If you're an accountant and you don't have a job for 6 months, if you are a marketing executive and you don't have a job it's the same everywhere. It's just that for accountants and for marketing people and for doctors, nurses, there are probably more opportunities than there are opportunities for actors, and that's where the difference is. So it's about the industry growing, and when it grows, it will be able to accommodate all of us and to pay us well enough for us to survive long periods of time without work.
Okay.
And I'm actually melting over here.
Okay, as we wind up, just talk to a young upcoming or someone who wants to venture into acting. Maybe someone who has been following you. Of course, you're a role model to so many people outside there. Just a word of encouragement to them, and also maybe we should find you on all social media platforms. Our fans wakuja wakufollow. Waone kazi yako.
So I'll tell you one thing. I started my first audition was in June or May in 1993. You guys were not born.
Yeah, true.
We have worked hard over time. We left the industry, we came back, we left, we came back. it's about being consistent, especially now because there are jobs and there is work and there are opportunities. Whereas when we started out, the only place that we found was the theater. And then it grew, maybe there was a little bit of TV, but it was very different from what it is now. So what I would say is work at it. Nowadays there's YouTube. You can learn so much just being on YouTube. Go for auditions, do monologues, practice your skill, hone your skill, learn how to speak, learn how to create all these possible characters in your mind. You know, learn how to create them. You know, read books, read, and go for auditions. Look online. You know, most people write. I mean, most of the actors I work with will tell you, people write to us and ask, how can I be an actor? Look online. There are so many. Normally I tell people, go and look for so and so online. Ask them, tell them, send them your monologues. You know, they actually get pissed off because I've not given them my phone number. They've not. Sorry, I can't give you a job because I'm not a producer or I'm not, you know, directing anything currently. However, if I tell you go and look for such and such, you know, look for these people who are casting. Look for the people who are in the industry. Follow, you know, the film, all the stakeholders in film in Kenya. You know, that way you get to learn a lot, you get to see a lot, you get to be able to meet people who are actually in the industry and who are actually making changes. So usichoke, you know, find out what's happening out there. Don't just write to someone and sit and then expect a job. No, it doesn't work that way. Not for anyone, not even for me. Even if I write to you and ask you for a job, if you don't have one, you don't have one. You know, so it's important for us to really push ourselves when we are young, and because I mean you have all those wonderful years ahead of you. So push yourselves, ask, read, expose yourselves, do monologues, create stuff, watch yourself, realize, okay, I'm not like that guy on TV. Ask yourself why it's not working out. Do it again. You know, it's about being consistent and about trying harder. Always trying harder.
Okay. Thank you so much, dear. And we love you so much.
Thank you so much, my dear. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Thank you.